So ends the story of the life of Hoot Johnson. His brilliance humbles, his wit astonishes, his life is an inspiration to us all. The end.
Wow, that Hoot Johnson was something, huh? Now, what'd you say that book was called again?
Life of Hoot Johnson, a biography by Buzz Owl.
A biography? What's that?
Well, it's called a biography because it's the true story of the life of Hoot Johnson. A story of a real person is called a biography.
A biography's about somebody real, huh? Interesting. You know, I wouldn't mind having one of those about me. You know, what with me being real too and all.
Well, of course, usually they're about great personages who did great and important things that people...
Exactly! Biography of Tigger! Hey, that has a nice thing to it. So listen, how would I go about getting me one of these biography thingies?
Well, you simply need to find someone to tell your story. Your biographer, Tigger. Your Buzz Owl.
That's it. My biographer. Okay, see you later, Crocodile. I gotta go find my biographer.
A biography of Tigger, huh?
That's right, Bunny Buddy. Starting with my very first day in the wood. So you want to give it a go?
Well, I'm sure I'd be a very fine biographer, Tigger. I happen to have a very good memory, but...
Well, that's great. That's just what I need. Somebody who memorizes it all just the way it happened.
Well, now, let's see. The first day you came to the wood stands out in my memory extremely vividly. It was a fine day. The middle of the summer, I believe. I woke up and went straight to my garden. The sun was shining, and it was that special time of year, harvest time. And so that's just what I did. I harvested my carrots.
But
it was a particularly good batch, as I recall, the deepest shade of orange.
Excuse me!
Oh, is there something wrong, Tigger?
Oh, no, that's a great story. There's just one little teeny problem.
What's that?
It's all about you. I'm not even in it.
Well, you stopped me before I got to the part about you, Tigger.
Oh, well then, what happened then?
Just then, you came along looking for something to eat, and you bounced me.
That's right, I did. Now we're getting somewhere, Fuzzytail. Go on, go on, go on.
And then after you left, I brushed myself off and continued harvesting.
That's it?
Well, no, of course not. I harvested all day long. I haven't even gotten to the part where I found a carrot that was in the shape of...
Hold it right there. The book I'm looking for is the biography of Tigger. Not carrots and the rabbits who love them. No offense again. See you later.
A book about carrots. Now, there's an idea.
So how'd you like to apply for the job?
Why, sure, Tigger. I'd be honored to be considered.
Great! Now, all you gotta do is tell the story of my first day in the woods. You do remember that, right?
Oh, of course I do. Now, let's see. I was here in my house when Pooh brought you by for some breakfast. Just a minute. And you were very, very bouncy, as I recall.
Yeah, I like your style. Keep going. Tigger, this is Piglet. Piglet, this is Tigger. Tigger has just arrived.
Nice to meet you. I remember thinking your feet were quite large and stripy.
Thank you. Tigger here is very hungry. I thought perhaps you might be able to spare a few acorns, Piglet.
Why, certainly. There should be some on the table.
Oh.
And the next thing I knew, it was raining acorns.
Tigers do not like acorns.
And that's how I remember your first day in the wood, Tigger.
Oh, that's not how I remember it. Well, I mean, sure, you got the feet right, but I don't remember it raining acorns, that's for sure. You're missing all the important parts. The drama, the adventure, the important parts.
Well, I'm sorry, Tigger, but that's how I remember it. Oh, why don't you give Pooh a try?
Pooh, yeah, good one. You know, he'll get it right if anybody will.
Good luck.
Oh, Pooh, there you are. Thank goodness.
Hello, Tigger. Yes, indeed. Here is where I am. Oh, is everything all right?
Oh, no, everything is not all right. I've been interviewing biographers to tell the story of my first day in the wood.
How exciting.
Well, yeah, except everyone's putting in stuff I don't remember and leaving out the stuff I do. So, how'd you like to give it a try, Pooh, old buddy? You're my only hope.
Why, I'd be delighted, Tigger. Let's see now. Your first day in the wood. I remember I woke up and found you having an argument with my tablecloth.
If you'll excuse me, there's something climbing up your table. Did I win?
And then you were very hungry, so we sat down to a breakfast of honey.
Tiggers don't like honey.
So we went off in search of something that you would like to eat. And then we went all over the wood looking for some breakfast for you until we found it. It was a very tiring day, if I remember correctly.
Well, you remember incorrectly. I could have bounced for days. Oh, there is so much more than you remember, too. Pooh boy, I'm sorry, but you're not my biographer either. Sheesh, doesn't anyone remember it the way I do?
Tigger, may I make a suggestion? If you are looking for someone who remembers it the way you do, perhaps that someone is you. I believe Owl told me it's called an autobiography.
The autobiography of Tigger. That's it. The answer to all my problems. Oh, thanks, Pooh boy.
It was my pleasure, Tigger.
And finished. Guys, hey everybody, come quick, come quick.
Is everything wrong,
What's all the
Tigger?
fuss about?
Friends, I have a pronouncement to make. I, Tigger, with very little help from you guys, have finished my autobiography.
That's
how
what he was yelling
wonderful,
about?
Tigger.
Okay, listen up, fellas. The story of Tigger. When I first came to the forest, I was ready and raring to go.
So?
So I bounced and then I had breakfast.
And?
And at the end,
Oh.
well, isn't that the greatest story that there ever was? And I can tell it to you on account of just because. That's the story of Tigger. That's the story of me. 'Cause I'm the one that it happened to. 'Cause that's who I happen to be. That's the story of me.
Tigger, do you think you may have left something out?
Left something out?
Well, remember when we surprised Eeyore?
Which time?
Or the day that we thought it would rain.
No.
And all the times that you bounced on my
I
garden.
remember that. Now I see what you're saying. It's the story of Tigger, and it's the story of Pooh,
Of me?
and the story of Little Piglet, the story of Floppy Ears too, the story of me and of you.
The story of us.
That's the story of Tigger.
That's the story of me. And I couldn't have done it without you guys. The best friends there ever could be. Who else would stay right here and let me bend their ear and tell the story of me? Without friends like you, I don't know what I'd do.
That's the story of Tigger.
That's the story of me. Come on, fellas. There's lots more to this story.